In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Ace Bailey and what he is able to do on the basketball court that you can potentially do as well so that you can become a better scorer in the game. So let's get down, let's check out Ace Bailey and see what he does. Really quickly, if you want to become a better shooting guard in basketball, a much smarter shooting guard, and somebody who can become stronger and, of course, have more skills, make sure to go check out the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below so that you can become a smarter, better shooting guard. Okay, so here is Ace Bailey up at the top of the screen, and there's a few things that he does when he receives that pass. Well, number one is he is reading the defense, and it's not as what you may think. He is not just reading his main defender right here, he is also reading what this guy is doing here. At this point, when he starts driving, now he has to pay attention to not just those first two defenders. He has to pay attention to what he is doing and what he is doing, because this guy should be in help right now, and he is not. He should actually be down here, and this guy here should be in drop. He should also drop as well so that they can cover these three players. However, that is not what happens here. Ace Bailey is able to drive. This guy should have lifted. He didn't. Or at least boxed out this guy so that Ace Bailey has the open lane to the basket. However, Ace Bailey was still able to poster him. So watch what he does on this attack. That big penultimate step right here is what allowed him to be able to get up into the air much faster, but also with a lot more power. He was then able to rise up with his right hand and use his body as a shield to the ball. This is how he was able to get this poster dunk. So this is why defensive communication is so important, especially when you have an Ace Bailey on the basketball court. Because when he receives this pass right here, right now there is nobody guarding the baseline. There is nobody guarding the middle part of that paint. Which means that if you are as good as Ace Bailey is at getting to the rim, you need to attack the paint as early and as fast as possible so that you can get dunks like this. What should have happened, and what he is watching out for, is this guy right here playing help defense. And if anyone has the drop. Because now, if he drives and he takes that help side, Ace Bailey needs to be able to keep his head up to understand where the other defensive players are, but also where his teammates are. Because now if he drives, and this guy's playing help, and he's got a teammate who looks to be Dylan Harper out on the three-point line, this could be a kick-out pass to Dylan Harper that gets Ace Bailey the assist. However, there was nobody playing help, so right to the rim. Now, understanding, again, and being smart, having high basketball IQ is very important, and Ace Bailey has that. So right here, if you are Ace Bailey, you have to be able to see that there are three defenders on that left side. There is a gap defender here who is in the low post, and you have your defender on you. At this time, if you rip towards that right side, when you start driving, you will have an open lane like this. Right now, you need to be able to pay attention to what these three players on defense are doing. The reason being is if this guy reaches in and tries to cut off your lane to the basket, you can kick the ball out to this man right here. However, that's not what happens. This guy plays good defense, good gap defense on ball side in the corner, and he covers his man. He just gets his arm in there just a little bit, which is fine. There is no help defense on this side and no drop, which means that because this man did not come over to play help, you need to be able to get to that rim as hard and as strong as you can, which he's able to send the poster right here. If this man truly does come over and doesn't just play fake help defense as he is, this is a kick out to the corner. If this man plays help defense, this man drops, then it's a kick out to the wing. You have to be able to read these guys if you are in the position of Ace Bailey, which they didn't play defense, so he finishes at the rim. Being able to cut backdoor is also a very important skill to have if you are looking to become an elite player. As we can see right here, he's able to cut backdoor because he is able to read defensive assignments, and because of how they make mistakes, he's able to capitalize with big dunks, as we see right here. So how this dunk was able to happen is, right now, these two defensive players made a switch, We can see him pointing out Ace Bailey, which means that he needs to get down and guard Ace Bailey because they are calling the switch on this 45 cut. When they make that switch, this player did not switch fast enough. Because of that, Ace Bailey cut backdoor because now he sees the back of this man and the back of this man. And when that happens, you have to cut to the basket if you see the backs of your defenders. Because he cut backdoor, now he is out of position. Probably not the greatest of switches. Probably not a great switch anyways. And because of that, he was able to finish at the rim by cutting backdoor by reading the defense. Now, coming down in transition, you always want to stay wide, because if you can stay wide, as we can see right here, you're going to have a higher likelihood of seeing the backs of defenders. And when you see the back of defenders, I've said this already in this video, you need to cut to the rim. And that's exactly what Ace Bailey is able to do here. They send up that lob, and he's able to finish at that rim. Again, because he was able to stay out wide, as we see right here, he's seen the backs of these two defenders. He was then able to cut backdoor, even though this is transition, and that is what allowed him to be able to get this dunk. If you are looking to become as good as Ace Bailey, you need to be able to read defenses to be able to score easier. If you want to become a smarter basketball player, specifically a smarter shooting guard, make sure to go check out the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Hit that like button and subscribe.